Hey guys, I apologize if the quality of this video looks kind of grainy. I'm filming it the same way, so I don't know what's up. It's Jake here, and I wanted to talk about the Lebron 12. As you guys know, it was recently launched by Nike. One thing that's kind of annoying is that we had seen like pictures for a while, so we didn't get that real big surprise. I know Heskix kind of talked about this, kind of like with the Kobe 9. There was only like one leaked picture about a week before, and no one actually thought it was the real picture. So it was a pretty good surprise. The LeBron 12 release video launch event was pretty anticlimactic, but the main consensus is a lot of people have been hating on it. I'm not really sure why. Um, they did that with the LeBron 11 too, and in my opinion, I feel like people just really aren't ready for change. They were so used to the airbag, and I don't think they liked the unique placement of the swoosh on both the 11 or the 12, like the hyperposit or anything, which is really frustrating because on one hand, if Nike wanted to please the crowd, they could make a shoe that wasn't any more advanced. It would have an Air Max bag, either Zoom or Max, and it would have that. It would have like leathers and synthetics, and they wouldn't really push it with new swoosh placements, designs, technologies, and that would please everyone. But they're showing the technology route, which I am in favor of. Personally, I do like the LeBron 12 silhouette. One thing that I don't like that most people do like is actually the bottom. I'm not a big fan of that whole look, and I don't like how it looks from the side. I think they could have made it like a cleaner look from the side. But overall, I do like the silhouette. I want to touch the Mega Fuse in hand, see how that is. Um, it seems a little high for me, and I don't know how it's going to be worn casually, but we'll see. I think everyone hated on the LeBron 11 when it first came out, but eventually they warmed up to the silhouette. I think just the colorways were unappealing, and I think it'll be the same way with the 12. I think people will enjoy the silhouette at some point, at least I hope so, but people might not like the colorways. Of the colorways that came out, I was not very impressed. The only one that I liked was the Heart of the Lion, which was probably the most traditional one. And I think Nike's trying to come out with like out of the box colorways, which is looks good in a picture, but no one's going to wear a shoe that has dark gray, turquoise, and orange because people don't wear those colors, at least not together. Whereas the Heart of the Lion is bold, it breaks necks, and it's easy to match with. I'd like to see a black and white colorway come out, so hopefully that can come out. And what I also really, really wanted to touch on was the LeBron 12 low. So I guess I want to do a brief history on LeBron lows since he went to Miami, and then talk about, not since he went to Miami, from the 7, and talk about my feelings on them. So as you know, or as you might know, the 7 had a full max bag, and the 7 low was basically the same thing as the 7. They chopped off the top, which is what, in my opinion, a low should be. Then the 8, they did the same thing. They reused some of the parts from the 7 low, but they also reused some parts from 7 to the 8. So in my opinion, it was okay. It still looked like the same shoe. Now the 9 only had 180 bag in the heel, but I mean, people sort of associated with the Air Max bag, so it was okay that there was the shape of the 9 in low top form with full length air. I was okay with that. And the 10 had a full length airbag that was Zoom, and it would have been cool to have them put the Zoom on the low, but it was acceptable that they had the Max on there. But then we came around to the 11, and the 11 was a totally different looking shoe. Had a completely different outsole, completely different upper. It was just different from like most other LeBrons. Maybe it was sort of similar to the 4s, but it was a different looking shoe. Yet they kept the same outsole and midsole, and then pretty much just stuck like an upper that didn't even look like the top or the upper of the 11. That was a huge disappointment to me. There have been some good colorways, mainly the Sprites and the Chinas, which I'm still waiting on. But ultimately, the silhouette I hated. It just seemed lazy and they could not get their act together. So what I'm really hoping for the 12 is that they take the same innovative outsole with the hex bags and they keep like the same design up top and they just basically cut it off at the ankle. I mean, what I think of when I think of a low is like some of the Jordans. Basically, when they make a low top Jordan, that's basically what they do. They cut off the top of it, which, in my opinion, is what a low should be. I mean, there are obviously some differences, but pretty much any low top Jordan, except for like the 11 IE, is going to be the same thing as the high top, just chopped off and a little bit modified. So I think it'd be really cool if they had done that with the 11. Obviously, it's too late to go back and do that. I was actually looking forward to maybe getting that one, but it never surfaced. But I really hope for the 12 that the LeBron 12 low is not a full max bag, the same outsole, and then they sort of just throw on like TPU in place of the Hyperposit and call it the same shoe. So I hope that this sort of showed you my opinions on the 12. I hope people sort of start liking the model itself more. I hope Nike starts putting out some more colorways that I like. And I really hope that the LeBron 12 low is not a disappointment. So thank you guys all for that. Please like, comment, and subscribe below. And I'll see y'all next time.